Welcome. Hashtag THEVERSASHOW is part of an entertainment podcast that exercises our freedom of speech. Our conversations, opinions, debate on a certain topic is not to offend anyone in any source. For that being said, enjoy the show.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's happening? What is happening? And welcome to a part 2 of the first year anniversary of Hashtag TheVersasHow. And I thank you so much for viewing this part 2 episode. And believe me, this one is not going to be a long episode like part 1. Part 1 was a long episode. My goodness, and the editing took forever too. But this time, we're going to make sure we're going to do a nice, good, short, and sweet episode for you guys here on part 2. And it's just moi here. And let me first of all introduce you guys to the first anniversary of Hashtag TheVersasHow. And if you already know what to do, and if you're new to this show, all I want you to do is these 3 things. Just make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. Oh man! So look, first of all, I want to correct something here on this episode on part 2. On part 1, after Aaron went back home and we came back on episode 51, I said, that was episode 45. I'm sorry, I recorded that when Aaron left. When I was editing it, I was like, you know what, let me just add 51 in there. And then when I came back from the commercial, from the break, then I said this was episode 45. But it was episode 51. And, sooner or later, I'm going to give you guys episode 52. And even though that we reminiscing, I had some old episodes on Hashtag TheVersasHow, and the audio wasn't there. The video was there, but the audio wasn't there. But that's okay though. But so I just pretty much pulled up the one that I saved with the audio, and it was just 45, 51, 52, and 53. This right here is our episode 55. So hey, listen, we're still growing and we are still going, and that's what it's always all about. So anyway, this time too, I bought the cake. I got the cake, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna spark it up right after a reminiscent of episode 52. But in the meanwhile, I just want to give you guys a little brief take once again here on the first anniversary of Hashtag TheVersasHow. Just pretty much how it just started, how it came to Parch. And we're going to kick things into it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, we're going to get into it with these conversations. And I might just pick up the conversation that me and Aaron had, on part 1. And man, that conversations that we had, man, it was just phenomenal. And shout out to Angie too. Angie, the one that did my hair. So shout out to Angie, his mother. She's awesome. She's incredible. She's great. She always gave me good advice as well too. So stay strong, Angie. I love you. And once again, Aaron, thank you, brother, for coming by. And I'm so sorry too, because I promised him that I was going to give him the cake, the first anniversary cake. And, I pretty much picked it up on the, late on the day. But hey, listen, the cake is here like I promised, and we're going to spark up the candles, and hopefully, we're going to just bless Hashtag TheVersasHow on his first year anniversary. So, but anyway, listen, let me just, like I said, I'm just not going to talk too much on this episode, because I know the part 1 had you guys drained. This is the after party, okay? This is the after party from the party. So, pretty much, listen, Hashtag TheVersasHow, like I said, on part 1, and I just pick up from that. Once again, it was a vision that I had for so long. It's something that I talked about to my friends and whatnot. And I guess you could say it really wasn't too much about, proving them like, I could do this. It could be done. I guess for me, it was just like, listen, this is something that I have envisioned. This is something that I plan on doing. And like I said, it's here. It's hard work. So much hard work. And plus two is stress. And when the government is taking money out your check, right? And we ain't talking about just like $100. I'm like, they're taking out about at least $400 out of my check, so, but even if so, still that never ever stopped me for getting to where I need to be. And even with music and stuff, sitting back, doing music, recording is something that I enjoy doing, and I might just switch it up with my whole music flow. I might just go into a whole reggae style, and just see how that'll go. Most people be asking me, it's amazing how I could do a rap album and then on top of that, I could do an R&B album. Well, and listen, I'll be real with you guys. I am not a great singer. All right. I'll be real. I'm not a great singer, but you know what? It was a challenge. And some people comments, the feedback is like, hey, listen, what you're doing, man, is great. Keep doing what you're doing. And make sure that what you're doing is you love doing what you're doing. And listen, even when I work overnights, it's not something that I really want to do. It's just the money that I bring in to the productions, so even if it was like, coming up with content or with new lower third, it might cost me like $90, but you know what? I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just go and get that plug-in so you guys can sit back and enjoy an excellent show. And that's why we are right here right now on hashtag the Versa Show. And I know, listen, Versa over here got himself a nice good drink and an umbrella on his little shot drink. Hey, listen, I drank with class, so kiss my ass. All right. And if you don't like it, have yourself a glass. But anyway, if you guys out there as well too got a vision, excuse me for 1 second. Hold on. Okay. If you guys have a vision out there that you want to accomplish yourself, if you want to do something with your life and you feel like you are stuck or something is in the way, you feel like something is in the way. To me, I'm not saying it's like, oh, it could be an excuse. Because to me, I understand certain people's situations, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's hard, it's difficult, but we always got to keep the good fight. You know what I'm saying? You always got to fight the fight. So I just want to just let everybody know is that, look, wherever it is, I don't care if you want to do nails, if you want to start a business doing nails, if you want to start a business like, I don't know, like doing hair or doing a clothing line or doing something, you know what I mean? You can do it. You can do it. Just set your mind to it. And then once you set your mind to it and you execute that vision, trust me, you'll sit back and you'll be so happy. Like, wow, look where I came from and look what I have done and look what I have become. See what I'm saying? Now, most people might just look at me and it's like, oh, well, Versa over here doing albums and doing podcasting and doing videos and photos and stuff. Yeah, because once again, on my family side, they never really, I guess you could say, went after their dreams. You know what I mean? They never really, they had a vision, and I always felt that my parents will be great at doing whatever it is that their purpose here on this life to do. But, I guess they just became working families, and me, on the other hand, I wasn't planning to be here, but you know what? I'm here, and I just trying to make something out of myself. I'm trying to grow each and every single millisecond to be better. And even with a healthy relationship, familyship and friendship, any source, I'm just trying to make sure that everything just stays healthy. You know what I mean? And everything just stay at bay. Give me 1 second. First year anniversary of hashtag the Versa Show. And oh yeah, if you haven't even subscribed yet, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe to hashtag the Versa Show. But I just want to run that to you guys real fast, real quickly. It's like whatever it is that you feel like that you can't accomplish in your life, you could do it. It can happen. Just set your mind to it and just make sure is that whatever it is that you want to do in your life, you become great at it. You feel me what I'm saying? make sure that you become fantastic, spectacular. Now, some people might go out and they might say, hey, this right here is too difficult. Let me take a different approach. If that different approach helps you out, reach to your destiny, then go for it. Listen, some people take the easy way into life. You know, God will bless them by winning the lottery, or, you know, like how my show came apart. A beautiful check just came to mail that was owed to me by the government. But, you know, we're not going to talk all about that. But what I'm saying is that once you have the opportunity, go after go after that opportunity. Go after it. When you have that opportunity, go after that opportunity. Now, if you feel like that opportunity is not worth it, then fine. Then don't even try to chase it. But in the meanwhile, you make sure that you go after whatever it is your purpose in life. You stay strong. You stay healthy, and you make sure that you have a better mindset. Because there's people out there that will try to test you. And then you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it really worth the argument? Is it really worth that type of problems or catch a case? If you ask me, it ain't even worth it. Not even 1%. But what is worth it is making sure that you find peace. You give peace to the ones that they are looking for peace as well, but they are so comfortable being in the darkness. And you got to get out of that. If you feel like you're in the darkness, get out of that. Get out of that darkness place. Get out. But being said all that, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm not going to torture you to death on this episode. You know what I'm saying? So for right now, I'm going to give you guys episode 52. So right here on #TheVersasHow, let's reminisce on episode 52. We'll be right back. Was seen in handcuffs and was being walked out by, I believe it was LAPD officers, I believe, and he was being walked out in handcuffs after winning 3 Grammys. Now, Jay-Z also made a a truthful speech, Jay-Z, and you know, somebody also said too that they might need to boycott the Grammys again. And I believe it was Charlamagne the guy that said that, and this is the reason why blacks boycott the Grammys. And this goes right back to the 1989, 88 or 89 Grammys. I believe it was 89 Grammys when Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff, they won a Grammy. And that wasn't shown on NBC. It wasn't televised. And they got on and Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith and talking about, listen, look, they feel like they don't understand rap music, and they just pretty much brushing off, you know, just pretty much just saying, hey, here's your award, you know, now just brush them off, you know. Now we don't need to televise it. They got their Grammy, you know, we'll post it up on a newspaper somewhere. And you know, and again, 1998 when Jay-Z won a Grammy as well too, that wasn't televised as well. So, you know, Grammys, and I'm sorry for the noises. This is daytime, so you know this is New York, and people going back and forth with their cars and trucks and whatnot. But anyway, Jay-Z was saying in his speech, like, look, this is why that when it comes to blacks being creative, we don't get enough published, because I'm not personally gonna base it on race.
Got yourself soft skin in my Benz when we riding up. Ooh, girl, got your pics and your flex on Monday.
I know you think about it on a
Tuesday.
I know you think about it on a
Wednesday.
I know you think
Hit me up when you know where you a cranberry. Let me get you out tonight before you wanna chill.
I know that you wanna chill.
I just wanna.
Okay. And hey, he got 3 of them things. 3 of them. Now, let's get into it. Now, is Patrick Mahomes the greatest quarterback of all time over Tom Brady? To me, the answer is no. No. The reason why is because you have to catch up with 7. The kid only has 3. Don't get me wrong. It is very highly amazing out of 7 seasons to go to 5 Super Bowls and win 3. That's pretty freaking good. Most great quarterbacks don't really do that. You know, Joe Montana, Tom Brady. You know, there's other quarterbacks. You know, don't get me wrong. It's like these quarterbacks, they're top tier. But when it comes to to Patrick Mahomes, this kid strategizes the game the same way Tom Brady does. Same way. Now, he has to catch up with 7. I don't care if he goes to the Super Bowl next year and wins and he's 3-peats and that's 4. I don't give a damn. Okay, maybe if he gets 6, right? And he has more wins than losses in the Super Bowl. All right, cool. Then I guess you could say he's probably top tier than Tom Brady. But other than that, I have to say Tom Brady is still the number 1 quarterback. He's still the number 1 quarterback. Okay. LeBron James, he's the greatest basketball player of all time. Everybody's saying, no, LeBron James to go. He's been in more finals than Michael Jordan. But once again, you have to catch up with 6. Now, most people might say, well, Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another spectacular #TheVersaShow. And as you see, the number 1, we're gonna blow these out here. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, but see, right now the 1 is not lit yet. It is not lit yet, but we're gonna lit it yet. All right. Anyway, that was episode 53, ladies and gentlemen. That was the last of the reminiscent of #TheVersaShow. So, I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, this is just amazing. We just over here just vibing. You vibing with the Versa, ladies and gentlemen. You're vibing with him. And I thank you once again for viewing with me here on #TheVersaShow and on the 1st-year anniversary. And like I said, number 2 is coming up soon. Number 2 will be next year on February 20th, 2025. Will be the 2nd anniversary of #TheVersaShow. So I appreciate you guys for vibing with me here. But anyway, listen, like I said, on this episode, I'm not going to, bore you guys too much. Excuse me 1 second. I'm not going to bore you guys too much on this episode. Because on part 1, my goodness, it was like an hour and a half. It was an amazing conversation. Me and Aaron, we could have talked for hours and hours and hours. So I appreciate Aaron once again, my brother Aaron. Thank you for coming to the show. And once again, if you guys also too want to be part of the show, you make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you make sure that you like the episode. And as well, you make sure that you follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram so you guys could DM me if you have any questions or whatnot to ask me. I'll be more likely to answer it right here on this show, on #TheVersaShow. But anyway, trying to see what else I want to catch up to on #TheVersaShow before we end this whole segment, this whole episode. Oh, yeah, like I said before on part 1. So I could just wrap it up, just a little bit. Here on this show, man, there's times where I was editing the show and it got deleted. There's times where I uploaded the show and the video got deleted. And it just never stopped me for keep putting out episodes and episodes and episodes and episodes. You know what I'm saying? So, But I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. And I thank God so much that he gave me what I have vision and he gave me the opportunity. And I decided to execute the opportunity. So I just want to say thank you, God, for that. Yeah, there's times where I felt like I was going to give up. There's times I felt like I didn't even think that, success could only be the ones that you see on TV and that you hear on music. But you know what? I guess you could say I'm living proof. And I wouldn't do it without my God. And I'm going to wrap this show up, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Versus final word. Versus final word is real simple and real easy, ladies and gentlemen. I actually here on this first anniversary on hashtag #TheVersasShow is not only that I want to thank me, but at the same time, I actually do want to thank not only that the viewers that's watching hashtag #TheVersasShow, not only the subscribers and the new subscribers on this channel, but most importantly, I do want to thank is my kids, Marcus, Taylor, Andre, and Harmony. I have those kids in my mind each and every single day. I haven't seen my kids in years. Now, the mothers, they're a bit twisted, and I understand. And I do hope that they find healing in whatever situation that they're going through. But it hurts me that my kids has to go around without a father. But even though I'm here, I'm always going to be there for them. And for me saying that, I had all of this in mind because of them, to tell you the truth. And I'm going to tell you the reason. I was watching an episode on TV, and there was kids that was talking about what their parents was going to grow up to be like. What they was going to be like, but what their parents grew up to be. And some says, my dad is he sells houses. My mom is a bakery. My, this and that is, they had all good accomplishments. To me personally, not saying it's wrong for people to have a regular job. That's okay. But my thing was when someone asked my kids, what do your mother do for a living? They give them their answers. But when they ask, what do you father do for a living? I want them to tell not just the teachers, but all the kids around. Because I'm about the next generation that they will say that their father has a podcast. My father does music. My father does music videos or any sorts of videos. And he does photography. And he's the coolest dad in the world. So I just want to give thanks to all 4 of my kids. Maybe a future one. But I do need to give thanks to Marcus, Taylor, Andre, and Harmony. All this would not be possible for you kids if you haven't been on my mind. If you haven't been on my mind, I probably would not have this. But even though without your presence, I just want to let y'all know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm always going to be your father. Even when I'm dead, I'm still your father. Forever and always. I thank you, kids, and I love you so much, and I miss you. One day we will reunite, and we'll have some fun. Come onto this podcast, come onto this show, because if it wasn't for you guys, y'all, and women, if it wasn't for y'all being on my mind, this will not happen, to tell you the truth. My kids, God, and hope got me here on this show. And I just want to say thank you. Now, normally I would have the theme song on hashtag the Versus Show. But actually, I'm going to do things a little bit different. Wait a minute, hold up. Before we go, ladies and gentlemen, I toast to you the first year anniversary of hashtag the Versus Show. Cheers as I toast to you. We toast to the show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to end the first anniversary of hashtag the Versus Show. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been one amazing 1 year as we go into our second year into this show. More improvement, more guests, better topics, and most importantly, better entertainment. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I thank you, and make sure you do these 3 things, make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. And, of course, I thank you so much for viewing hashtag the Versus Show. And I'll see you guys on episode 55. And you already know what this is about. This is the best podcast around. I am the Versa, the creator of hashtag the Versus Show, as you are watching. And I see you on another spectacular episode here on hashtag the Versus Show. And of course, I got to leave you with peace into the Middle East. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's ride out to the sunset. Wait a minute. See, they don't want the show to be over, but show is now. It's going to be over. I thank you so much for viewing hashtag the Versus Show first year anniversary. And as for that, I say adieu to you and see you on the next episode. Produced by Vintage Era Productions. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? I thank you for watching the latest episode on hashtag the Versus Show. For more new episodes, you make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell for more new episodes. And if you have any questions to ask, to get my intake, my answer on this show, make sure that you add me on Instagram at The Versa. And also, too, can't forget to follow, too, so press that button as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. Until next time, hashtag The Versa Show, the best podcast around.